So let's get to the elephant in the room when it comes to the lightweight division in fights, and that is Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko. Now, it came out on actually Teofimo Lopez's birthday that Mike Coppinger said that he heard from a reliable source that Teofimo Lopez has declined the contract that was sent to him for $1.2 million for the Lomachenko fight, and that he wants more money and that he's just turning down this contract currently. And this just sparked tons of opinions and people went crazy about this. You had the Teofimo Lopez fans saying, this is a crazy low ball. This is a terrible offer. You had people that don't like Teofimo Lopez saying, this is a great offer. I don't understand what the problem is. People start throwing around numbers of gates and, pay-per-view buys. And this is what he got last time. This is what he's worth. This is what his social media is like. People were even bringing up like, well, Jake Paul made this amount of money for his fight and he's not even a professional fighter. It's just like people went crazy talking about this. It was a little bit mind-numbing. I like to think that the boxing community has a lot of opinions and it can be very interesting, but in moments like this, it just makes you just go, why am I part of this community? This just is nonsense. This is total nonsense right now. A lot of people had a lot of opinions, like I said, and a lot of people are so-called experts on this topic. And, I'm going to give you my take. I don't claim to be an expert when it comes to this kind of stuff, but I'm just going to break it down the way I see it and how I feel about this whole situation. So first and foremost, I think it was smart of Teofimo Lopez to make the statement on his birthday that he's not going to talk business. He's going to take the day for himself, with his family and everything. Like, that is a really smart move on his part because it is his birthday and he shouldn't be thinking about this stuff. The other thing is, this is from Mike Coppinger. We don't know how real this is, how real this isn't. That was a smart move from Teofimo Lopez on his birthday to do that. The problem I have is that his next major tweet about this was maybe not the dumbest thing he could have said, but it's up there. I mean, it's a really bad take on this situation to say that you're not going to take $1.2 million because you need to feed your family is a dumb take and is a really dumb statement when there's 40 million Americans without a job right now. I mean, you got people frantically looking for jobs right now and you're turning down 1.2 like it's nothing. It was just a bad take. It was a bad take. Now we have to I try to be fair with these guys sometimes because I think we all forget, they're 21, 22 years old. I don't think they think everything out before they tweet it. And so I wish someone had said to, Teofimo Lopez, like, hey, this isn't a good take, man. You to reevaluate how you're going to go about this. What I think he should have said is, I'm not happy with this contract, so I'm not approving it and I'm not signing it. That's all he should have said. That's all he should have said, if that's the case. Or if that's not the case, his take should have been, hey, this isn't the whole story they're telling you. I'm working on it right now. That's it. You don't need to get into the nitty gritty, but if there's certain things going on with this contract that you're not happy with, just simply say, I'm not happy with this contract. I'm going to break into my thoughts now on, the actual evaluation of everything, the 1.2 million. So I don't think that's a bad offer. I don't think that's a lowball offer. And I'm going to tell you why. I got a couple points here. So number one, for the Comey fight, he made $500K. Not a bad amount, but now he's doubling what he made for the Comey fight. On top of that, when you look at Teofimo Lopez's resume, he's only fought one champion, and that was Richard Comey, which was a very short fight a year ago. So it's not like he has a long track record here. Number two, another thing that people like to bring up is, well, he has a great brand. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have a big brand. Lomachenko has 1.8 million people that follow him on Instagram. If we're going to use that as a benchmark, which a lot of people like to use, you know, in boxing now, compared to Teofimo Lopez, who has 168,000 followers. So he has a much smaller brand than Lomachenko. It's not even close. It's not even close. So you can't really utilize that as he needs to make more because of his brand. You can miss me with that. That's just nonsense. Number 3, a big part of this is I think he would have been closer to that probably 2 million. I see people throwing on the 2 million number. Oh, he should make 2 million. He should make 2 million. A lot of people, he probably would have made 2 million if this was normal times and there was a gate and everything like that. So that moves on to the next big thing. There is no gate for this. So if there's no gate for this, that's a substantial hit financially for this fight. Then you add on top of it, there's now reports that this might not be on even pay-per-view. So it's not even going to be on pay-per-view. There's no gate. I mean, I'm sorry. Like there's just the money that was gonna be there for this fight is not there anymore. It's just not. Add on top of it that, you know, ESPN, they're having issues alone. I mean, ESPN just have their lowest ratings in the history of the company. That doesn't help anything. I know that that's not, you know, Top Rank's fault and that's not something they can control, but at the same time, you know, it's not like they're helping out in the situation either. It's not like they're throwing money at Bob right now to say we need this fight. They don't have any money. They're losing sponsors. They're not doing well as a company overall. So when you factor in all those things, in fact, it's a global pandemic right now, and that the stock market and the financial situation in America is just melting down. I just don't think that 1.2 is a bad offer. I think he would have gotten 2 if it was just a regular, you know, fight and we had a gate and it was on pay-per-view and everything else, but it's just not. And so if he's not happy with that and he wants to wait until next year till things, you know, get back to normal, that's fine. I mean, he's gonna have to deal with people saying he's ducking Loma, and it really doesn't help how hard he went at Loma. I mean, he's been calling out Loma for a while now, and when you post relentlessly on social media saying, you know, this, that, and the other thing about Loma, hey, I want to fight you, I want to fight you, I want to fight you, calling him out nonstop, you get offered a contract which is your highest paid that you would have ever made in boxing, especially with a very, you know, limited resume. I'm sorry, you look bad. You look really bad, and I hope they can fix this, and hopefully they can get this going forward. But until they do, I mean, just not a great situation if you're Teofimo Lopez, in my opinion. I think that he could have handled it better, but at the same time, like I said, I mean, the kid's 22 years old. I couldn't imagine how I would have handled it. I probably would have done a lot worse, but that's just my take on everything.